All right, we live? Hey, good morning, Facebook. Listen, my name is Drew McCraven. I am the host of the Stone Awards. Of course, last night was the 29th annual Stone Awards, and it was definitely off the chain. It went down in the books as something historic. So listen, this morning, we're actually creating something major. This is a historic recreation of what we're doing. So what I want to do is I want to swing around this way, and I want to introduce the Footman. I'm pretty sure some of you guys may know this guy, the Footman. He travels all over to different areas of the United States of America, particularly dealing with civil rights. Now, let me ask you, you are the creator of this overall concept today. So just kind of go back, because I want to go around and interview everybody. And what I want you to do is I want you to tell me exactly what is this all about this morning.
Well, this is just a reenactment of we call the Great Day of Harlem. Back in the 40s and 50s, someone came up with this great idea of galvanizing all the late jazz musicians, singers, artists around the world, and that photo is still circulating to this day in 2024. My idea 4 or 5 years ago, before COVID, was to somewhat have a similar idea, but use it in civil rights.
Made you want to actually create this concept, or should I say recreate the concept itself? I mean, because it's historic within itself. I mean, where do you get that from? Where does it come from? I mean, you...
Well, definitely it's a vision from Most High God. And he have lost so many of our great civil rights leaders over the past years. I knew that this time that we have to get a photo of everyone from 8 different states that have involved themselves in the 60s, the civil rights movement, even to this day.
All of these sources, we got all of these brothers out here. Let me tell you something. When you look at historic moments, this right here is going to be epic, and it's going to be historic. So look, I tell you what, let's move around to the closest guy. Let's go this way right here. Brother, I'm not the Civil Rights Museum. He probably loved everything in the Civil Rights Museum.
Absolutely.
But the Withers Theater, I'm saying the Withers Theater, Withers Photography Collection right on Bill Street. So Joe, I know for a fact that we've been at the radio station the last few days. We talked about a lot of different things, but this particular moment right here, what do you think about this moment right here?
Oh my gosh, it's pretty heavy. You know, I started my activism in 1968 with the sanitation strike, and instead of going home, I just stayed in the attic for almost a month. So I got to help make the I'm the Man sign. I was a marshal for the marches in the daytime. So they just kind of used us. We were kids. I was 18 at the time, and had no idea how significant that was. But this is a full circle moment to actually take us.
Because you were right years ago, back in the 60s, during the Civil Rights Movement. Not only were you work for the sanitation department, but you were also one of the invaders as well. So in that historical moment that you had then, to bring you all the way back 360 degrees to this moment right here, what's the feeling?
It's very emotional because, you know,
you're not going to stop crying.
Don't ask me too many questions.
Okay,
I got some.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want you to stop crying.
But yeah, it's a very emotional, heartfelt opportunity to continue the legacy. And the most important thing is making sure that we preserve the legacy so the younger people understand what people went through in order for them to have the rights and freedoms that they have today. There's such a disconnect that the kids are just wilding out because they don't feel the connection.
Okay. All right, good. We're gonna move on over to the next. We got a lot of different brothers out here that represent a lot of different parts of the community. So we're gonna Brother Consu, can you flip around this way? Hey, listen, hey, how you guys doing? Of course, we got State Representative Brother Joe Towns. We have Sheriff Bonner here, and this is my big brother Vincent. And listen, just briefly, guys, this historic moment that we're creating, or should I say the family's creating, I just wanted just to get the value that it holds, because, I mean, your presence here is a great thing. So what do you think about this moment that we're creating here today? Chef, we'll start with you first.
Oh, you would start with Sheriff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. I'm so proud to be here this morning and to be a part of this recreation. Anytime you have a part or a chance to be a part of history in recreating history, even for the younger generation, hopefully these photographs, the films, all the things that we're participating with this morning will live on legacy after all of us are gone.
Yes.
So hopefully we're hope to be examples for young people and get the young people to understand that we must know where our history comes from, or we're doomed to repeat it.
Yes.
So it's just an honor to be here.
Thank you, sir. Brother Joe Towns.
Well, obviously what the sheriff said is absolutely right on point, apropos. But as a kid, I used to work in this place, the minimum salary building, 280 West Orlando, where Mr. Withers and all this picture production was, Roman, all this used to be there. I live right down the corner, right here, 375 Mulberry. When the shot was fired, it woke me up as a child when they were murdering Dr. King. This is critical because our kids don't know our history, okay? And it's very important. And see, the world right now is undergoing all this nonsense where they're trying to take back votes, suppress votes, redo. We have to fight and redo everything all over again. This is very critical because people need to know that freedom is not free. It's never permanent. You have to continue to fight for it. You can't sit on your fat butt once you've gotten it. You got to get out and fight. Look at what's happening in the world. Look at what's happening in America. Look at what's happening in Tennessee. How these jokers are trying to take back everything that we've gained. Okay, so it's really important that people know that this is not a lie. It's not a fantasy. This is real stuff. The marches were all up in here. As a kid, I used to run in the marches against tear gas and all of those stuff as a kid. So this is very important that people see that the struggle still goes on. And we must still continue to fight. We got to raise some war.
During the time when Dr. King had the riots, and used to swim at the Lorraine Motel. They didn't know they had a swimming pool. Kids down there. They tell me that was a swimming pool. I said, you weren't old enough. You weren't old enough. And then my father had some handle right here on her the street. So we got a lot of history here.
You are part of history. We're gonna roll on around. We're gonna tap over in the source.
Thank you. Scary house.
Hey, listen. Briefly, I just need to tell them about this brief thing. Give your name and the reason why this is a good thing for you.
My name is Gary Goy, and the reason why it's a good day for me is because it's documenting history. Because you guys called me, Danny, and involves because I remember this shot that was a 1958 shot.
Yes.
That
in Harlem.
Yeah, my father had that picture in our house.
Yeah.
And when you say, hey, let's recreate it, this is something I always wanted to do, and this is documenting history. There's some great people and there's some great work coming from all over.
Brother Angelo, so what do you think about this great occasion?
First of all, this is my first time at this historic place.
Oh, really, man?
And I literally got chill bumps just knowing that this is where it happened, right here. And so I had to get up. It was tough getting up, but I had to get up. I said, I cannot miss this. This is something that, man, I can tell.
Historic moment.
Yeah, historic moment.
Yes. All right, let's move over to Dr. Alonzo right here. Thank you, brother. Now, I know you are a man of historic vision. You have a lot of information in your mind. I think there's a lot of significance to the fact that you are here. Having to run the Tri-State Defender, but just being a part of our Memphis history. What do you think about this moment? It came because it's important.
I try to lend my presence to any opportunity that seems to be us leaning in the right direction. And I mean, leaning in the right direction, I mean, when Dr. King said, we as a people, it's the we part, it's the people part that we haven't worked out. Right? So I see this as, another building block in working that people thing out.
We got Pastor Lockhart here. Pastor Lockhart, of course, one of our great sponsors. With the Stonewood, all the way from Kentucky. How you doing this morning, sir? What do you think about this great recreation that we're doing this morning?
This is amazing. I am so, just like my brother was speaking of, we as a people, they made the Constitution that we the people. Certain individuals trying to take us away from that, but we as a race got to remember that, because there was a huge point made there, and that was we the people, and it's so true that we have got to just continue to grow as a people.
Well, man, let me tell you, we got so many. Okay, let me get my man Larry Walker here. And we got Bobby Eaton right here. We got Mr. Walker Walker. Brother Larry, come here, man. Now let me tell you, this guy is one of the great artists in the city of Memphis. I know what it means and how when you recreate. I mean, as an artist and a visionary, particularly when it comes to creating on a this is the moment that we're doing right here in Memphis. Remembering this picture.
Drew is doing some interviews. I appreciate the fact that what's going on, y'all?
I've got an artist and I am putting it together to I'm just glad to be a part of it. Yes, I am too. What do you think? What do you think, sir?
I think it's a statement of when an individual is doing positive things, he or she attracts others who are doing positive things to impact people. When you look at the fact that at 7:30 on a Sunday morning, you're able to galvanize all kinds of talent. Memphis. What a statement. People are coming together to tap and preserve something that happened in the past, but it's currently impacting us today.
Right.
So I commend Cam for this task. I commend everybody that's here, but not only taking a picture. It's one thing to take a picture, that's just a glimpse. But behind the picture is the real world. So I appreciate every person here and the commitment to impact the lives of people of color. When you impact people of color, you're impacting the world. So I commend this.
Brother Al Parrish, can I get you for 1 second? Mr. Al Parrish, how you doing, sir? Good morning, sir. Al actually received the award last night for the Hall of Fame. He was inducted to the Hall of Fame. So let me ask you, man, because I mean, you have a lot of history, particularly when it comes to traveling all around the world, and you are a musician. I mean, that's your trade. So what do you think about this historic moment that Cam is actually creating here today with us?
This moment, a lot of people don't know. When I left Memphis, I went to Detroit. I was born in Detroit, but I was raised in Memphis. But I went back. I used to be in a play called Selma. Okay, Selma was a play that was written by Tommy. What's his Tommy? He used to be Red Fox's bodyguard. Okay, but he did a play called Selma, so we reacted the whole situation about the crossing the Alabama, the play, the whole 9 yards. It was a great. This is what he's doing is a great.
Man, we excited. Let me see if I can get great. Okay, let's move right over here. We got Dr. AC in this. Thank you, sir.
That photo was taken.
Great. Hey, sweetheart, you know I love you over here. I have fun every time I see you.
Hey, how you doing this morning, sir? Hey, man, listen, I just wanted to get your opinion on what you thought about this great moment this morning, man. You know, we're creating history. So what
it's incredible. The feel is good. Love. I mean, it's really heavy. I'm serious. I can feel it.
Yes.
I feel it.
Yes.
What y'all are doing is so good.
Man, we are
so
glad.
blessed. My gratitude is great. I'm serious.
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad to meet you. No, I'm glad I could be here.
They just asked me to show up and I showed up. Let's get Dr. AC right here.
All right.
Now this is like my mother and my father. This is Dr. David Acey, Miss Yvonne Acey, African.
That's your son.
Hey, Dr. Acey, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Acey, this morning? Man, I tell you, Doc, now you go back in history. As a matter of fact, you're a professor over at the University of Memphis. You taught history over there. Doc, let me ask you this here. As well as Miss Acey was an educator as well over at Northside. What do you think about recreating this moment right here? The excitement that's behind it, the fact that all of these brothers showed up this morning for this great.
Well, the picture itself is historical and hollow. That was a great picture way back in this is magnificent. Cameras out here are fantastic. I spoke with him about it, and he said he wanted to do it. Let's go over here, look. I said, some great. Yeah. I want you there. I couldn't see you.
And then, Miss Acey, I'm sorry. Miss Acey, what do you think, Miss Acey?
It's a great occasion.
New Orleans. Oh, you're from New Orleans?
I'm the Ace.
I went to the gospel.
It's not about the applause, but the cause. Let me tell you, I think we're going to probably kind of get ready to put everything in motion right here. But I wanted to slide over here to my man Robert Toombs right here. He played the harmonica last night, so we're going to slide. Let's roll around here. Robert Toombs, how you doing, Brother Nighthawk? Man, so I just wanted to get your opinion. Chuck, stand by. Chuck O'Bannon, stand by. I just want to get your opinion of what you think about this historic moment this morning.
I think it's a beautiful day, and I thank God for giving it to us, and I'm glad to be in this beautiful historic place, Claiborne Chapel, where so much good history happened in Memphis.
Yes, yes.
The good stuff.
Yes.
The change we need to keep on see happening.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Bless you, brother. You blowed your thing last on harmonica, man. Teach me how to play, man.
Anything you want, I got it.
I thank you. I love you, sir. Yes, sir. Excuse me, gentlemen. Let me borrow Brother Chuck O'Bannon. Chuck is a historian by way of music, particularly jazz. So I know that picture. I know you can probably pull that picture up and just about point everybody out that was on that historic picture. So, what do you think about this historic moment we're creating here this morning?
Well, anytime
I'm standing right now downtown.
running through here, like,
No.
it's important.
He let me out of
I think it's
Man, well, I appreciate you, brother. Bless you, man. Good to see you this morning.
glad to be a part of it.
All right, listen, we're going to move on around. Let me tell you something. I am excited because I don't think I've ever had this opportunity to actually talk to so many different people in the city. Now, I think what we're going to do, what I want to do is I want to tap into something different here. The photography. This is, of course, Gary Whitlow, MIMPHIS, G. I call him G. I'm not going to tell him the other part, but G, what do you think being one of the photographers shooting this historical moment?
This is legendary. I am self-proclaimed documentary photographer. I've been around and have shot a lot of different historical pieces in there. Let me move on along.
Bobby, stand back, Bobby.
Stand back. You know, to be here to endure or be present or called upon to capture this and document this is an honor to me. This is future or anything that I can do to promote the future for people or the next generation to see what happened or what's happening down here, our leaders are and the people that we look up to, our legends who are right here among us. And we are implementing, emulating the past legacy.
Hey, Bobby Eaton, let me get a moment with you, sir. Not to cut you off.
It's all my pleasure. Yes. So it was my honor.
Well, I appreciate you, brother.
I'm really glad to be here.
That's your thing right here.
This is me. This is what I do.
Let me get this gentleman right here to slide on in here. Brother Bobby Eaton.